Cosmic, flight.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Dj K-1 Agenda. Epilogue.
Welcome everybody to the K-1 Agenda. Today's episode is 158. We're back. Today is July 28th, 2023. This is indeed K-1 Monthly, which we will be doing the show now as a monthly show. First of all, I'd like to say everybody, thank you for returning. It's been a long time since I've been on, and I want to tell you why I haven't. I decided to cancel the K-1 Agenda simply because, I was just getting too much, just too many distractions, man. It was just like people, not so much family members, but people who, I don't think they really realize that this is my job and this is what I do, for a living. And it's like, I don't really talk on the phone much. I'm getting calls, texts, messages and stuff. And then it's getting me off my game, man. And I make a living for myself and my family. So you know what? First priority, man, is my business and making money for me and my family. That's what I do. So I had to get off for a while, doing the monthly the weekly K-1 Agenda, because it was just getting to be too much to handle with so many distractions. So I took the time to get back into what I'm supposed to be doing, which is in the studio, DJing, practicing, and so forth. But I will say this, one thing I did have, I just celebrated my 10th year wedding anniversary with my wife, Belinda, and we went to Hawaii. We got a chance to go to Hawaii for 9 days, man. So listen, check this video out. I'm just giving you a little piece of what we did. It was beautiful, it was great, especially after canceling the show for a while. Or just, I won't say canceling the show, but putting the show on hiatus, man. It was great because I had a chance to go here. Beautiful, man. I really enjoyed it. Such a beautiful place, man. And I highly recommend anybody, if you get a chance to go to Hawaii, please go, because the pictures don't do it justice. Yes, doesn't do it justice. I mean, we had such a great time, man. I mean, we enjoyed it. It was beautiful. I mean, do you hear me? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We had a chance to go to a luau. We had a chance to go check out movie sites where Jurassic Park was filmed, where Gilligan's Island, the ship take off out of the marina. We went to the Dole plantation where they make where all the pineapples are sent out, man. I mean, so many different things. Went to a lot of, we saw some celebrities' homes and went to some of the most beautifulest beaches in the world, man. I had a ball. It was great, and it was great for me to have this downtime so I can get regenerated to come back to do what it is that I do. And it was very much needed because I had, like I said, I had to drop the K1 agenda for a while. It was just becoming too much. I demanded a little too much of myself to do that weekly while trying to do studio and keep up running the label and all that type of stuff. But it was a great time and I loved it. I really enjoyed it. More video. Here's more video. Another thing was nice, man. A lot of people who in my circle knew that I was going and, kept up with me and everything and, sent messages, have a great time and all that type of stuff. Management, booking, various people that I work with. It was just great to, the whole distribution and all that stuff, take a break on that. And it was great. So thank you all for all your great comments when I posted some stuff on the social media. And it was just really man, beautiful. I'm gonna do that a little bit more, man, at least 3 to 4 times a year now, man. Me and my wife, we have to get out of here and, go enjoy life and do some things. But I wanna also put you up on now, listen. And so it begins. DJ K-1, August 4th, Wonderment Festival, Vancouver, British Columbia. I will be doing a DJ set for this amazing festival. I mean, I can't thank Wonderment and Club Kid Culture for getting me to do this. It's a great honor, and I'm looking so forward to playing. And if you kept up with my social media, the reason why I said, and so it begins me traveling again worldwide. We'll have more news coming up, but I can't wait to play Wonderment. I have a special set planned. I'm looking so forward to it. I have to fly out of here, I believe, at 6 in the morning on a Thursday. So if anybody knows, if I fly out at 6 in the morning, that means I got to be at the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, that's all good. It's going to be worth it. And I'm looking so forward to playing. Like I said, it's going to be a great show. I'm looking so forward to playing, people. And I just thank everybody. For Wonderment who planned this, and also with my Groom Lake booking, man, who set this up. They've been very professional, and we help each other. We work together. That's what it is. They're booking and management. Hey, we work together. They need stuff from me. I give it to them, and I need answers from them. They give it to me. So that's what it is. But I also want to put you up on what else I've been doing. I told you before when we last left off on episode 157, before I decided to stop doing the K1 Weekly, I was doing studio session mixdowns. And that was for the next 4 releases. Well, those are still ongoing, and I'll tell you why. It wasn't that I didn't finish them. I did finish them. I just wasn't happy with them. As an artist, man, you have to look back at your music and listen. And then you listen to what's going on, with other artists and other styles of music or the genre that you're in. And, you have to say to yourself, am I progressing? Is my music, changing or evolving? And for me, that has to happen, and that's why I'm going back in to change a couple of things. I was really lucky that I had Brian Bonds, man. He came by, and I thought this was really unique. When I was working on my Augmentations EP, which is Optic Techno, I just had Brian come in and just, the songs was done. I just let him come in and arrange it and organize it just the way he would do it. And that was really nice, and I really like what he came up with, and that's the mix that I'm going to stick with. He did a great job, and it was quick and fast. He knew exactly what he wanted. I learned some things in the studio, some tricks, and he learned some things from me, which was great. So I think I'm going to do that a lot more often and open it up to other people to, do their interpretations of the music that I've already done. Not changing it, just arranging it. you know, just so I can do something different, and hearing people's insight on what I could do to change some things. You know, that's about it. But I want to talk to also, the latest re-release is PBX Detroit Social Club, which is the Hubble EP repressing. And that release is an old release that came out in the 2000s, which is Strand, Optic Nerve, Marty Bonds, and Posatronix. It's out right now. You can get it on vinyl, and you can also download it from any digital platform. So remember, you can pick that up now. Also, people, remember, you can go to SoundCloud. My SoundCloud page is in the link below, where you can get mixes of Puzzle Box records and just some, you know, just some random mixes. I've done a house mix, I did an electro mix, and, you know, techno mixes, and, you know, just to keep up with everything and let people see, you know, what I'm doing, and just put up a couple of mixes. I'm gonna take some of those down to add more. But remember, I told you, and so it begins. If you want to book me for any serious inquiries all over the world, please contact Groom Lake Agency out of Amsterdam, Netherlands. That's marco.take@groomlakes.nl. They will set you up right with a date. So please get with them. This is for serious inquiries only. Thank you. Hey, what's up, everybody? I just want to let you know that now the Optic Nerve t-shirts is available. Alien FM t-shirts is available. All my designs I did formerly when I was in AUX88, all the designs I did for Direct Beat Classics, all the Detroit designs I did, you can get them in t-shirts, hoodies, baseball shirts, coffee mugs, phone cases, laptop bags, everything is available. And you can order this and have pretty good, reasonable shipping because the t-shirts are printed in countries all around the world. So please take note. Here's the link, and you can buy all the material. And keep watching out because I have a sale twice a month where it's 35% off everything in the store. So thank you once again for supporting, and look for those new designs coming. Thank you. K1 out. Question of the month. Question of the month is, are there any dates and DJ tour info you can share? Well, first of all, if you have any inquiries, please send an email to puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com, and I will happily answer your questions again. But remember, you can always send them in. This will be the question of the month, which I will only do one question a month. And the question once again is, are there any dates and DJ tour info you can share? Yes, well, I talked about it earlier that I am going to be playing Wonderment, which is in Vancouver, British Columbia. It's a 3-day festival in a beautiful place. I've been to Vancouver before. Very nice place. Also, we're gearing up for some stuff for the fall and some more dates. So I'm going to be doing a lot of DJ tours. And the reason why I'm doing these DJ tours is, you know, after talking to other artists and, you know, and I have to be candid with you, you know, I've been playing a lot of dates locally in Detroit, which I don't normally do. But it was just a way to get out there and, you know, get back to doing the DJing thing, which now I'm the most happiest I've ever done DJing. It's so much fun because I got so much music, and it's just amazing how now I can play all unreleased parts and just give you and play stuff like versions of a song that you never heard, acapellas, all that type of stuff. But your question was, are there any dates and DJ tours info you can share? I will say, get ready for some stuff in the fall and the winter. And once again, if you have any more questions, please email puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com, and I will gladly sort you out with an answer. Thank you. Old pic, old video. This one is not so old, but I just found this. I was digging through some stuff, man, and I love this picture, man. It's an old picture of when I first moved into the new home that me and my wife have. which was a couple of years ago. And this is the studio build. But what I like about it, this is my favorite picture. It's my nephews. Look how young my nephews were before when I first moved in and they came to the house. And was hanging out and stuff and helping around the house. This is so cool. And here's, you know, the original studio. Once again, the original studio with before I finished it. But I will say this, me and my wife knew that we were gonna move. We just waited for our daughter to get out of high school and everything. And we just planned it. I had, and anybody who knows me know I have an engineering and architecture background. So I had my whole plan made for exactly how I wanted to make my basement. I had a blueprint and everything. So it was, it didn't take me that long because I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I did have help on first putting it together, but that only lasted for about a month, and then I ended up doing the rest myself. But look at these pictures. This is amazing, man. It came so far, and this is by far the best ever studio that I've had out of all the years that I've been doing this. I finally made the studio the way I want, exactly the way I want, with me sitting down and relaxing versus standing up and just stuff and setting up in awkward modes and stuff. You know, just awkward standing up trying to program sounds and beats and all that stuff. But here's the studio build, man. Here's the studio build. And it took me, I really think it was more or less, it was a couple of months, man. I think maybe about 4.5 months. It wasn't really that long. It came along a lot fast because I already had just about all the stuff, like brand new in boxes, monitors, a brand new mixer, just all the stuff, the lights. I had everything, the countertops, all that stuff. I just had to order my TVs and stuff like that. But other than that, man, I pretty much had everything. I had everything in boxes. I had bought it way, like sometimes in some situations, a year before I even moved. I already had all that stuff. So once again, thank you for checking out my old pics and old videos. And of course, checking out my nephews. I want to send special shouts out to my nephew Zion, who just got his driver's license and going to the 11th grade. Can you believe that? And shouts out to my other nephew, Saxon. Love you guys. Thoughts of the month. Thoughts of the month. This one is something I've really been thinking about and have been dealing with quite a while. With one reason why I stopped doing the K1 Agenda weekly and just took a break. Thoughts of the month is this: Detroit Techno, Electro, and my place in it. So when I say that, I mean, you know what? I've been doing this for over 30 years. 2025, I will be celebrating 30 years having my Puzzle Box Records label, which I'm working on now for 2025, a party for Puzzle Box Records to celebrate, you know, my label being 30 years old. We're gonna figure out where we're gonna have the party, what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be special. I'm definitely know that I will be giving away special gifts to people when they come to the party, but we'll get to that, you know, some other time. But the question and my thought was, I won't say question, the thought was Detroit Techno, Electro, and my place in it. I mean, without sounding facetious or too cocky or anything, but I think my place has been solidified. I've done a lot. I mean, my first record was out in 1991 on Metroplex Records, on Juan's label. And then I think in 92, 93, followed it up with the very first release on Direct Beat Classics, well, Direct Beat Records, which was owned by the Burton brothers, who are Octave One. So I've been around for a minute. Not only have I been around, and I love that I brought this up and I had this thought. My thought is this, about this, my place in it. Did you know that when I first started, I was a DJ? Long before this, I was a local DJ, you know, going around doing proms, doing everything, playing techno, electro, and all that stuff. You know, people don't know that. They forget. That's why my name is DJ K-1. Secondly, after DJing, I decided that, you know, I like playing this music. I want to know, how can I make this music? So I learned how to do the music. So, you know, that's well past 30 years. That's probably like in the 40-year mark, you know, but I say my place in it because Did you know that I created the name Frequency? That was the group that started on Metroplex in '91 when we put the first release out with me and Jesse Anderson. From there, went to another group, which I'm not even going to be mentioning the name anymore. Everybody knows who that group is that I was in. Not only that, when I got on the label, they decided I had so much music. They was like, hey, you got solo stuff? Yup, DJ K-1. Had my own solo Electro. Then I decided like, hey, you know, I got some techno stuff. Hey, Optic Nerve. They created a triple trilogy EP that came out. All that on the same label. Not only that, then I created a double album with Black Tony called Alien FM. Now, I think that pretty much solidifies me because not only did I have those releases, I was putting out releases on Omnisonus, a fresh album, a brand new album on Omnisonus. I put out compilations on Tresor, all types of labels all over the world. So I've been around doing this for a long time. But after having some discussions with some other people, a lot of people said this to me too. You know, it's not what you've done. You know, I might have had 30 years in the game, but it's what you're doing now. Well, that's a good point. And my thing is, I've always kept busy. I never stopped being busy because I got my label. Not only do I have all those different names that I've went under, I have a record label, which I started in 1995 when I left Direct Beat in 1995. So that's when my label kicked off. Not only that, I have tons of music on my label, which has been very prosperous over the years. Once again, Detroit Techno, Electro, and my place in it. People were saying to me like, you know, yeah, it's not about what you've done in the past, it's about what you're doing now. Well, if anybody's been keeping up, I never stop. My social media is always busy. I've always kept doing music. I had an album that was just released a year ago, special album for Axis Records, Jeff Mills. It was an Optic Nerve album. I did a special EP for Soma Records, the great Soma Records. I mean, tons of stuff, man. But on that note, once again, Detroit Techno, Electro, and my place in it. People have went on to say this, and you know, I'm saying this because of the whole social media thing that they have now. I mean, the way social media works, it's like the people are getting more popular just based on their social media sites. So what I decided was, and I didn't decide this, I just know that's just the way it is. You know, once you've been in the game for a while, you get a bit cocky, and you say like everybody should know who you are. No, you got different generations, man. There's different generations and people just coming up, never heard of you. So what I've done, and I've done that within the last 10 years, man, constantly keep recreating myself and constantly keep putting music out. That's one thing I never stopped doing, was putting my own music out. And, you know, to reach a different generation and a new crowd. So that's what I'm trying to do now. And I decided, you know, I had stayed away from DJing for a while because I just really like doing live shows. And I wanted to show people that it's not just being a DJ, that we actually make this music. And then I was so proud to show what I can do in live shows. But I should have never left DJing alone, because it's been really funny how people, they didn't even know that I was a DJ. But once again, Detroit Techno, Electro, and my place in it. I feel like now that's why I'm going to be doing DJing sets. Not only doing the DJ sets, but it's a way to promote my music. I can play all my stuff and play stuff that I like by other artists, and now promote my music to a whole different generation, a whole different culture. So I would advise a lot of artists from Detroit, and this is just the Detroit cast, you should really take that same advice, man. You can't just dwell on just because you've been around for so many years. You know, you gotta take that and you know, repackage it and, you know, put that energy into a newer generation. But once again, on the Thoughts of the Month, I could go on and talk about more, but I just want to say I think there is a place for me in Detroit Techno and Electro. And I would also like to speak on this too. Not only was I a DJ, I was that type of DJ when I was going overseas to DJ and play. I not only played electro, I played techno, I played booty music, ghetto tech, house music, Dance Mania from Chicago. I always played everything. My style, my DJ style never changed. It never had to. I mean, even if they put me in a festival, they'll say, hey, we're gonna put you in the electro room, you only play electro. I could still go to that room and play all styles of music. How many DJs can say that, and how many DJs can play like they got balls enough to do it? I do, because I mean, I've been doing this for years. It's not only about what I like when I play it, it's about looking at the crowd and see what they're grooving to, and then you know what you can pull off and you know what you can grab. And that's why I think one of the best DJs, unsung heroes, is Terrence Parker. Awesome DJ. You can go here. Terrence might play some gospel house, electro, techno, whatever. He might play some R&B in there. I've always been the same way. And I noticed recently when I played around the city, anyone who's came out to see me know, like, wow, man, your DJ set was amazing. But I found it very weird that when I got around a lot of the Detroit house guys, I didn't get a chance to play a lot of those events. But that's okay. But I guess the best way to say it, once again, my place is solidified, and it will be solidified. So I say, check me out in the future and see what I'm all about. DJ K-1. And that was my thoughts of the month. Shout outs, as always, people. My brother. This is a picture of my brother. His name is Mark Antonio Tucker. He's my big brother, and he's been missing for years, man. It's been a while since I've seen him, and you know, my parents are getting up there in age. They'll be 76, man. They're actually 76 years old, and we need to get my brother back into family fold. My parents have just moved. They're going to be moving. They haven't just moved, but they will be moving August 1st to Charlotte, North Carolina, from West Virginia. Listen, if you've seen my brother, if you know of his whereabouts, or you know him, you work with him or whatever, please reach out to me at puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com so we can find my brother. Shouts out, bro. I miss you. I love you. I hope that you see this message and you get in contact so you can see mom and dad. On a more different note, I want to send a special shout out this month to Claude Young. Claude Young is a Detroit techno legend known worldwide for his great music and all the stuff he's done for the underground scene, for Detroit techno and all types of electronic music. I was real sad like last week, man, when I saw that he made a post up that he's not going to be DJing anymore. He left out, he's retired and everything. And, you know, I can understand where he's coming from, being frustrated with the way things work with social media, and you get your street cred from social media based on how many hits you get. I get it, man. I get it. But I'm personally sad because I've always loved your stuff. You're a legend to me, and I mean, such a great supporter of this music. And I'm happy though that you're going to be doing still music and stuff. And I look for you to be in movie soundtracks. I just know that's where you're going because he makes such great music. But I want to say, good luck, congratulations, man. And I am saddened that you're not around that you're not going to be doing any of that stuff, man. And once again, thank you for everything you've done, man. You are so appreciated in the Detroit techno and the world. Don't think that you're not. You're a legend. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Brian Bonds, my brother, Brian Bonds. Man, we've been doing this thing lately, man. We've been doing like back-to-back DJ sets and stuff, all around Detroit. And I think that the great thing about it has been, the camaraderie, man. He's a different individual, a different type of person I met. I've never met anybody who was, he's a motivator, man. He's very, he's not a jealous type of person, man. He motivates me. He doesn't know how much he motivates me just by when I get to see him DJ. He plays great sets, great music, man. And I love it because he plays a little bit of everything. That's what I do. He likes electro, he plays house, he plays techno, he plays ghetto. He plays it all, man. And he plays it at the right time. That's the way DJs used to be. Me and Mako talked about this very same thing, man. When you're a good DJ, you can play it all. They don't have to put you in a certain room. They don't have to put you in a room. You know what to play. But listen, shouts out Brian Bonds, man. Great DJ. We got so much more to show the world. I really want us to go out and do some more back-to-backs, man. Brian is amazing. Thank you, brother, for your love and support. And as always, man, I'm always in Strand's corner. All you guys, man. You guys are great musicians, man. Y'all make great music, and y'all even better friends and brothers. Thank you. Also, I want to send another special shout out to my wife of 10 years, Belinda. We just celebrated our 10th year anniversary. We went to Hawaii, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, oh, wow, man, what can I say? Everybody always says, man, if they know her and they meet her, it's like, man, you so lucky, man. She's such a sweetheart. Man, that's not an act. She's always been that way. Even when we met each other in middle school, she's always been that way. Very mature, very about her business, man. And I picked the right one. I love you, and I appreciate all you do for me. And she's the biggest cheerleader, man. She's my number one cheerleader, fan, friend. She pushed me all the time, you know, especially on this DJing thing, man. If you want to talk to her, you want to see what she's all about, go to Instagram. Her Instagram post is Miss DJ K-1. When I saw that, I was like, wow, you really did that? Oh, yeah, you know, no problem or whatever. But my wife is amazing, man. Anybody who makes her, you can't help but fall in love with her. She's a sweetheart. Love you, boo. And I'm lucky enough to have a family where, you know, my sister-in-laws, man, my brother-in-laws, everybody, man. They're just such great people, man. We get along great. Both sides of the family love each other, man. We support each other. And once again, I'm very lucky and blessed in that. And once again, thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much, Belinda, for being there for me through a lot of stress. And that trip really helped out a lot. My new focus and getting my K1 Agenda Monthly going back again. Thank you. Also, lastly, but not least, shout outs to my mother and father, man. I mean, they're going to be moving August 1st. Further down in the South. They're moving further to warmer weather. They're going to be moving to Charlotte, North Carolina. Can you believe that? They were living in West Virginia, where they grew up at. That was the state that they grew up in. They lived there for, I think it's been over 7 years now, but they're moving. I'm happy for them. They're going to be like 10 minutes away from an airport, no longer 2 hours away from an airport. You know, what can I say about them, man? They've done so much for me. They've done so much to mold the person that I am and my ways of thinking. And I mean, my drive, man. They just, anything that, still to this day, man, as senior citizens, because you never think your parents is, you know, getting older or anything like that, man. They can do anything, man. I push them all the time, maybe too hard, but, you know, anything they need, they know they can get it from me. But most of the time, they'll just do it on their own. But I got that same drive, and I'm going to keep that same drive. Thank you, guys. I look forward to seeing you and coming visiting you in your own home. I wish I could have been there to help you guys move, but I got this trip coming up for some DJ sets, and I just got back from Hawaii, and it's just, they know, I mean, how hard I work, and when I say how hard I work for my family. I work doing this for a living, and it's first priority. I still got bills I gotta pay. So they understand, but I thank my uncles who are there who are gonna help them move. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. And on that note, I wanna say thank you to everybody on social media who has been coming out to, you know, see me locally when I'm DJing. Also keeping up with my social media, seeing what I'm doing in the studio and all that type of stuff. But also I want to say your messages, trust me, I listen to I read every message, I check out every message, and I try to get back to people as much as I can, and I appreciate you. Also, I want to send a special shout out to Black Tony. Coming up on the next monthly K1 Agenda, which will be episode 159, we're going to be doing an interview with Black Tony. It's a very good interview that we're going to be doing. It's going to answer a lot of questions, and Tony's going to get personal and tell you some things about him and his feelings about, you know, Detroit Techno, Electro, and his place in it, you know. And I value his opinion because he knows a lot more about the music than I do, to be honest with you. Even though I've DJed and played this music and know it, nobody knows the genres better than Black Tony. On that note, once again, everybody, thank you so much for your support. This has been the K1 Agenda, episode 158. Thank you for your support. Hey, I just wanted to say, everyone, please hit that subscribe button for YouTube, and please subscribe to my page. I really have enjoyed all the support I've been getting, but hey, like this and subscribe to this page. Keith Tucker K1. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.